The era of Vince McMahon in the world of professional wrestling has come to an end. Larson, Fightful Select, just moments ago from when we're filming this, a couple minutes ago, has a report that's been corroborated by, I believe, Brandon Thurston and
WrestleVotes as well.
WrestleVotes,
It
okay.
seems like a lot of people are
John
confirming
WrestleVotes.
this.
Yeah. Here's what Fightful Select had to say. Vince McMahon is no longer involved in WWE or TKO. Amid allegations and a lawsuit regarding abuse, forcible sex, and many other allegations, Vince McMahon has resigned from all TKO positions. Nick Khan sent out an internal memo saying, quote, I wanted to inform you that Vince McMahon tendered his resignation from his positions as TKO executive chairman and on the TKO board of directors. He will no longer have a role with TKO Group Holdings or WWE. WWE did not have further comment on the matter, but Vince McMahon issued a statement. I think you said the dateline. Is that
The deadline?
deadline? Not dateline. Not dateline.
The deadline.
Deadline.
This is what it says. Quote, I stand by my prior statement that Miss Grant's lawsuit is replete with lies, obscene made-up instances that never occurred, and vindictive distortion of the truth. I intend to vigorously defend myself against these baseless accusations. Look forward to clearing my name. However, out of respect for the WWE Universe, the extraordinary TKO business, and its board members and shareholders, partners and constituents, and all of the employees and superstars who helped make WWE into the global leader it is today, I've decided to resign from my executive chairmanship and the TKO board of directors effective immediately.
Good. Yeah. Earlier today, WrestleVotes had reported, and then it was confirmed by
Slim Jim themselves.
The Slim Jim brand, a major sponsor for quite a while now with WWE.
Yes.
Issued their own statement, and I'll paraphrase, saying, with, given these allegations, the lawsuit, the Vince McMahon thing, we're not going to snap into WWE anymore. We're out.
So they're pausing their sponsorship.
They're pausing their sponsorship with WWE.
Yep.
Money talks, and this lawsuit with a lot of just horrific things in it, stuff that and text message screenshots that can corroborate much of it.
Yeah.
Actual evidence.
Yes.
Has led to a good first step, and that's Vince McMahon getting the fuck out of there.
Yep. Now, the legal processes will begin with this lawsuit, I will assume, and who knows about whatever federal criminal investigations that Vince might be subject to.
Because this is separate even from that. Like, let's say, for example, Vince McMahon decides he acquiesces, he nullifies the NDA, or he agrees to it in a settlement situation, and gives like a bunch of money, to the victim here, instead of going through like the discovery process.
Yeah.
Which, God, who knows what that'll show.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know exactly what the statute of limitations would be in the state of Connecticut regarding some of the stuff that, based on how it's worded in the lawsuit, seems criminal. And whatnot, as far as criminal proceedings, whether it's just in Connecticut, whether it involves whatever federal investigation is going on, don't know. Vince leaving was a necessary step. This needed to happen.
Yeah. And
now the next step, at least in terms of WWE's corporate culture, is anybody else involved in this needs to get out too. Needs to be fired. Needs to be gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I saw Lance Storm was on.
It was on Wrestling Observer.
Yeah, one of the Observer shows, and he said they got a clean house.
Yeah.
Anybody involved in this? Anybody implicated in this? Gone.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree. Yep. So, of course, Royal Rumble is tomorrow. We'll be doing our live watch along of that. As a fan of wrestling, it does make it a little bit easier to digest, something like the Royal Rumble.
We don't know what kind of machinations were happening, and leading up to Vince announcing his resignation within TKO. I'm talking about. I'm sure.
Oh, probably.
You gotta expect A lot of
chaos,
frantic
I would
phone calls.
imagine.
Chaos,
Frantic is a
yes.
good word. You have to think that.
And just about everybody telling Vince he needs to go.
Yeah.
And it had to happen before the Rumble. It absolutely had to happen before the Rumble, because if it not, it would have overshadowed everything going on this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's still a stain on it, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, just by Vince leaving, it's not going to relieve that stain. It's not going to get rid of that stain, you know. That stain is going to be there forever.
In some ways, it's kind of like not unlike SummerSlam a couple of years ago when the same thing happened.
Yeah.
You know, Vince leaves. It was like a week or two before.
Yeah,
and
before, yeah.
And then yeah. So, anyways, as always, this will probably be, you know, sort of an ongoing story. We'll have more on, certainly on Monday, maybe even by our Royal Rumble review tomorrow night. Maybe we'll touch on it as well. But anyways, we're going to be doing that live tomorrow, the Rumble.
Yes.
Watching it, that is, not participating in it, because we're not WWE.
Are you
superstars.
confirmed surprise participant in the Rumble now, Steve?
Well, I can't confirm that if it's a surprise.
No.
My
Very well.
God, don't you know how journalism works? No, neither do I. So yeah, please join us for that. It should be a lot of fun across both our major platforms, youtube.com/Steve and Larson and twitch.tv/Steve and Larson. Till next time, we'll see you around.
Goodbye.